Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Or good noon if you're in the Central Time Zone. Good afternoon if you're east of that. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. I know I don't often stream anymore, and normally this would be on the Can channel, not my own. But unfortunately, anime is out today. He'll be out until middle of the week, this coming week. But we are looking at some rando activity today. I don't like that note. So, hopefully everybody is up for some rando stuff today. Welcome, welcome. I know it's been a week since I've been live, but things have been happening. A lot of stuff's been happening in the background, so stuff that I haven't been able to really discuss. Some ideas that I got cooking around up in the noggin. Hopefully that comes to fruition somewhat soon. Why am I standing with my arms behind my back? That doesn't... I gotta see if I can fix my natural pose. Because honestly, like, my hands going out behind my back just doesn't really... It's not great. I don't like it. I gotta see if there's a better... Maybe I can turn my hand tracking on. That'd be a thing. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can do that. Where's my hand tracking? Yes. I mean, the camera's running anyway, so... are we catching? Hi! There we go. Hand tracking. You like my gloves? They're very nice. Yay! I just wish I had a better way to do... the hand tracking. Because unfortunately... Like, this is based on a camera that's on top of my monitor, so it can see most of what I'm doing. But like, if my hands are on my lap, because I sit the way I do, and they're just kind of chilling out, then unfortunately it's outside the range of the camera. So yeah, now I can do this. It's up next to my face. Oh, hey, there you go. Actually, it's next to my face. It takes a second to pick up, though, so that is what it is. And every time I scratch my nose, you can see that, which is weird. Anyway, today is going to be a Metroid Fusion rando day, so I hope you enjoy Fusion. I do. I love the game, especially after randomizers became a thing. And there goes my arm through my body. Cool. So... sit back, chillax, get yourself a drink. I've got Mountain Dew. I definitely need to start getting some better stuff, I think. Lower caffeine than I used to get, but also lower in the B vitamins, so... And, let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? Fusion. Oh, wow, I just realized that crystal transition is kind of fusion-y, too, so that's a fun thing. Alright, so let's pause this. Now, I've got 5 seeds ready to go. I have started none of them. I don't know what any of them are like. Hopefully you can hear it. Let's see if we can see it. There we go. Metroid 4. Alright. I don't remember the... Something seems off. I don't remember the settings, so we'll find out. HQ provided starting a level 0 keycard. Saw X is discovered and destroyed. Top secret Metroid breeding facility. Ah! Five of them to lure out the Saw X. Alright, let's see if we can do this. So part of the reason I'm actually doing this little Why am I puke colored? Alright, so that's fun. I look like spew. God, I hope I get a better coloring with the, Varia. Because that's bad. That is a bad color. I don't have any missiles, but any missile container will get me where I need to go. So that's a step in the right direction. We've got level 0 key cards. Don't have Morph Ball or anything like that. So we're actually limited to somewhat vanilla stuff for now. Ooh! Burst missiles. Okay. Step in the right direction. And yeah, that missile thing is just to speed things up. So I don't have to worry about, like, reloading missiles or anything like that. Oh, I also have an E-Tank. Oh! I didn't notice that before. Okay. So... going the wrong way. My energy is displayed a certain way. And we get a bunch of items that we can go for. There's the data room item, which is going to be up and to the right. Which is the usual vanilla, but we're going to go for that. Speed things up a little bit. It's not like we're doing a race or anything. Data room is here to the left. Another missile tank, okay. So I got 40 missiles, that's pretty solid. No. I missed that. I always thought that was cool. We blow open the... Nah, I thought I could grab that. Guess not. Where you can blow open the vents and just kind of go through the vents that way. Pretty cool. And more missiles. What are you? Yo! This gets me out of the next room. So I can fight the next boss without having to worry. Damn it. I hate how frequently these things do their eye laser thing. There we go. Alright, so this is 2 items. First one's vanilla. It's an E-Tank. Actually brings me up pretty hard. Let's see what this is. Peebs! Alright. First boss, let's go. Too bad I don't have anything like, There we go. Come on, turn around. Cool. I kind of like how it almost sounds like, Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow. Or, no, Aria of Sorrow specifically. Oh! I get a new color. I still look like puke. Although it's a little bit better. At least it's purple vomit and not pink. Or less pink. Alright, so that's cool, though. I can actually go into sectors 3 and 5, although I can't really do too much in those areas because I don't have, like, all of the upgrades I'd need. I don't have any key cards. So still probably sectors 1 and 2 are going to be my main, my main drags for a bit. Oh, you know what? Actually, there is one item I can get that's much closer. If I'm not mistaken. Here we go. E-Tank. Now what's... No, I can't do that because I don't have ball jump. And I don't have regular bombs, so I'm just gonna run out of power there and end up, soft locked, so can't do that yet. Item, E-Tank. Well, the good news is I'm not gonna die anytime soon. What in the odd suit color is this? I know, right? Randomized suit colors for the randomizer. But welcome, welcome. Great to have you rolling Cliff Jumper. Let me see what's going to be here. E-tank. Not really worth it. Alright, down we go. Sector 1. So yeah, let's see. I wonder what gravity's gonna look like. And the Metroid, and the final suit. It'd be interesting. So go down past here. I think those are level 1 doors. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, forgot that's level 2. Whee! There we go. Getting out of there. Let's get this taken care of and open the door. Kind of surprised the text chat didn't come through on my main screen. Why not? It's been a little bit of time, so it's possible that I just have it overflowing off the top, in which case, I'm sorry! Alright, let's have a look-see. Ah! Ooh, more missiles. Yeah, not running out of those anytime soon. Which is good. Alright, second thing second. Let's go for this one. I think there's actually an item in here, because I forget what the reason is, but I think there's a couple of things that wouldn't, where Adam gives you power-ups. Yo, I guess we have to find out what Gravity Suit looks like almost immediately, because we found the magic pancakes. Alright. Oh my god. That's even worse. Look at that shit. I look like... Actually, this is, one of the military, one of the military color schemes for camouflage, which is interesting. And a duplicate. I forget how many dupes I have of certain items, but it's just to make sure, like, there's no soft lock bullshit, which is frustrating, but one of these days I'll do, like, a harder one in which there's, like, certain things that are just straight up missing. That'd be fun. I've done a couple of those on Super, I think, before. Oh, I got 2 items in here. And because I have both magic pancakes, yes! I love the magic. Yo! Okay, well, that's gonna open up a few places for me. Unfortunately, I can't, I don't have high jump, and I don't have, space jump yet. It'll take some time. Once I do, we'll be good to go. Actually, this speeds up, these things, because I don't know. There is no way that anyone would normally know this, but... Wait, what? Come on. What the heck? Does it not work for this one? Works for one of the other ones. But yes, I love me some magic pancakes. If I could get magic pancakes that let me move freely underwater and not have to worry about breathing underwater, I would totally go for those magic pancakes. Samus Aran's Magic Pancake Breakfast. Part of a balanced planet explosion. As she does. She's like, is that a planet down there? It doesn't look exploded yet! Damn it, Samus. Alright, so get rid of this. Another E-tank. And we'll go for the charge beam guardian, I guess. Hey, buddy. That's just to make sure I don't accidentally blow up a platform I made. There we go. It's one of the downsides of Screw Attack. If you get it too early, it kind of makes a few things much more difficult. There we go. I love the sound effect of the beam. Funny enough, when I was looking at the instruction booklet for Super Metroid years and years and years ago, one of the things they did is before it was officially called the Power Beam, they actually, in official material, had the regular beam called a Pulse Rifle, which is weird, but if it works, don't fix it. Oh, damn it. Hate those. There we go. Only took 2. Alright, come on, buddy. Alright. Phew! There's one downside of doing boss fights out of order. If you haven't got... peeps, nice. If you haven't gotten, what's it called? If you haven't gotten the, missile upgrades, taking care of those core X's takes way longer. Like, if you have to fight Yakuza with regular, missiles, it's a lot longer. Alright, E. That's actually part of the reason I have the missiles to go up so high, is so that you can fight those things. It's just, you gotta be persistent, you gotta be patient. Otherwise, you're screwed. Alright. Get rid of that cutscene, and we're good. And away we go! Damn it. There we go. Oh, shit. I just realized magic pancakes could just be THC pancakes up in a place where cannabis is legal. Call that shit magic pancakes and you're not lying. Just rainbow dye them too. Oh, speaking of dyes, I picked up some new bandanas, and I am going to dye them in the same way that my hair color looks to you. So, like, blue in the middle, and then purple on the edges. So, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm hoping the dye that I have works wonders, because I'm pretty sure what I've got is a cotton polyester blend. I could be wrong, though. And the dye that I have, while it is exactly the color I want, it is also, unfortunately, specifically made for synthetics. So, hopefully it actually works. If it doesn't, I'll be disappointed. I do have purple dye that's made for, cotton. Just in case it does turn out to be 100% cotton. Or, it's enough cotton that the cotton polyester blend doesn't really take. Oh! Okay, that's cool. Alright, can I do anything in this room? I don't remember if I can or not. Oh! This goes to a part of Sector 1. Anything in here? Oh, but I can't do anything there. Damn it. I don't have jump ball yet. Boingy ball! Okay, you do that so I can get rid of it, and we are good. Alright, first things first, let's grab that door lock. I cannot wait to see what Metroid Ravenous turns out to be. Although, what worries me is that frequently when it comes to Metroid games, we get the announcement, and then 10 years later, we might get the game. Although, I will say, what game was it? It was, I think this is underwater, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so we have a way to get into Sector 4 back rooms. If we need to. They didn't do that with AM2R. They just kind of announced it and then dropped it like a few months later. I was not looking forward to seeing what would... I just realized this could be very bad. I saved, right? E-tank. Okay, well that sucks. I have to warp to start. Let's do a quick save. Alright. Oh, but because we have, the nukes, I can go in and I can check where Yakuza is. I'm not gonna fight Yakuza, that would be stupid of me. But I can at least go and check where he is. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna check these items first. Because there's two items that are easier to get, and luckily... Come on. E-tank. Alright. The good news is I can get out of here. I can't get out of here, fuck. Okay, well that's fun. Hopefully this turns out to be an item that will let me out. It's not. Okay, great. It's two items I can't get out from. Alright, let's see what, the... turns out to be. Oh, I can't even get through there. Okay, great. Well, I'll at least save the map data. And since I can't get out... 3 warps back to back. Damn it. Alright. Well, the good news is it actually... Yeah, it worked that time. Alright. Oh, because we... Nope. No, I can't do that over a room, because even though... 1, I don't have the level 3 keycard. Or the 2 keycard. Wait, can I? I can't break that. That's weird. I thought I could break that with screw attack. I forgot that this was the actual way to get rid of those. I had a moment. Alright, so we're going back to Sector 2, and we're just going to see if the bomb area has anything good. So it does. Oh, good. I also can't check any hints because I don't have any keycards beyond keycard 1. Or keycard 0, I should say. Bip. Alright, down we go. Sector 2. Alright. Yep, I did save while I was down here. I'll do a quick replenish, because my... I took a couple of hits, actually. So, that's fun. Oh my god, it didn't save a few of the items I grabbed. There we go. Like missile tank to put me at 100. Yay. Alright, now let's go down and to the left this time. I don't have the level 3 keycard, but I might be able to get a few items that are loose around there. For example, this one here that's locked behind. Come on. It's locked behind a couple of bomb blocks. Yo! Okay, space jump adds a few interesting capabilities. I'm saving that. Actually, you know what? I don't even have to do that. There's a save room right down below me. Here we go. So I may not have jump ball, and I may not have, bomb. So in tight areas, I'm kind of screwed. But I do have the ability to do... Oh, you know what? I'll take that. Excuse me. I do have the ability to basically fly. So, that's handy. This puts me at 20 PBs. Oh, I'm actually stuck. Alright, so I have to warp out. Although, what this lets me do... It does let me get that area where the level 3 keycard was, and it does let me... Stop worrying about these. But you know what I can do? I'll just grab those items I was looking at before. Because now I have a way out. I don't have high jump, but I do have infinite jump. Also, another thing that I want to do is fight Yakuza. Because without super missiles, or ice missiles, that fight is ridiculously long. There we go. And unfortunately, Yakuza does some pretty crazy damage. Especially when he grabs you. The grab that he does... It's out there. Come on, let me out. There we go. Alright. So then. Maybe I should have rotated beam color too, because that's usually pretty fun. I don't know why I didn't do that this time. Maybe I'll set the seed generator to do randomized beam colors too. That'll be fun. I know it can do it with I know it can do it with Super Metroid. Because the various suit randomizer has that. But, RDV is not perfect when it comes to that in, Fusion. I don't want to go there. Forgot, this is a fake wall. Kinda wish I had high jump, though. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Sector 2. Or, Sector... Yes, 2, actually. 2 is correct. And... I just realized something. In the vanilla game, I don't think there's anything to stop you from wall jumping up the elevator shaft. I wonder what happens if you do. Oh, you run into the depowered door. It actually might stop you from trying to jump up anyway, too. Just because, you know, game balance. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna grab the item from the room that is... normally has the key card. We're gonna check the room above that, too. Because I'm pretty sure... that is where, Crumble Block Hell is. And if so, I actually have a couple of items I can grab there. E-Tank. Thank you, Mark. Yep, crumble block hell. No! And that's why it's crumble block hell. Alright, first item grabbed. How about second item? Second item is also an E-tank. Guess I'll go for it. There we go. Alright, so that gets us a few items off of the check block. The maximum, normally, the maximum energy amount in this game is 2,099. So, that's fun. Alright, let's take it up to... Wait, can I actually get out of here? Maybe. Maybe I can. I can get to Sector 6. Come on. Alright, let's see... Nope. Oh, found the charge beam, though. Which I am gonna need. There are very few beams that are actually needed, required to eat. Okay. That is one of them. Can't do anything this way. Alright. Because I don't have speed booster anyway to get rid of these, speed booster blocks. Speed booster would make things, doable for the charge beam at the very least. So that'd be good. But it's not available right now, so... Oh, I just realized I can't do anything here, either. Alright. And the reason I can't do anything is because I don't have diffusion missiles. That's the only way to crack open that area, unless you're coming in from Sector 6. So, back we go through Sector 2. I guess we have to go in through, Sector 4... through the front door. Oh my. What? I like that the only text that actually made it up top is magic pancakes. I like that, it's really funny. Alright, back up we go. Let's go to Sector 4. Alright. There we go. Alright, let me see if this is going to be actually doable. Oh yeah, this place is going to electrocute the shit out of me. Doesn't really matter. Wait, what? Okay, well that's annoying. I guess they took it away that Screw Attack does, cracks through those. So that's kind of annoying. 5 newfangled knights exists and is absolutely hilarious. Bladeheart, welcome, welcome. Is it now? Maybe I'll take a look. I'm usually not like a FNAF person, but this seems like it could be kind of funny. So maybe. But it's great to see. Hopefully you're doing well. Boom. Here we go. Alright, let's see if we can't do something interesting here. This is a save room. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to save. Here we go. Damn it, just another missile pack. Alright, well, there's still hope for the other one. Now let's see if I can get through. Yep. Got it. Oh. The Peeb tank is still good, though. we go. Alright. 5 newfangled knights. Old-timey cartoon FNAF game, but Foxy most likely makes a certain knight look based... because he tends to team up with Bonnie. Yeah. I wonder if newfangled... No, you already said it was old-timey cartoons. Oh, you mean like it's kind of, what is it? Cuphead. Like it's Cuphead kind of cartoon? That'd be interesting. Cuphead-style cartoons was really cool. I loved when they did that. Cuphead, oh my god. Unless he's been patched to freeze every other animatronic when his non-door charge attack is being used. Charge attack. Oh my god. I just had a terrible SNES ROM hack idea. Ice missiles! Alright. Black and white, old-timey. Nice. Okay, well that's pretty cool. I just had a terrible idea for, Super Metroid ROM hack. We'll just call it Five Nights at Ridley's. Oh my god. I actually don't know how that would work, though. Part of the problem with, the Metroid setup is that it requires you going out places and, getting things done, rather than guarding a specific room. There we go. There we go. Miss Tanks. So who knows? Maybe that could be something doable like way later, but not quite yet-ish. Be an interesting idea though. I can't get through there. Okay, well the good news is, I can still get up. No level 3 keycard. So that'll be interesting. Kinda glad they started me with the level 0, though. Get fucked! There we go. I wonder how Ceres takes ice missiles. I don't think I've ever gone up against Ceres with, ice missiles that weren't also super. Ya knows. Alright, so here's Ceres. Or what's left of Ceres. I find it interesting that, the X actually even left bones. Because that doesn't make any sense. Why would the X leave bones? Bones are considered a type of biomatter. Oh, 2 hits! Okay, so it's like double power rather than... Basically, if he's not charging the door Bonnie tries to get in from, you need to find him on the cameras and stare him down multiple times on multiple cameras as well. Oh, jeez. Here comes Ceres. Ah, I mistimed the jump. Damn it. Damn it. That's 2. Kinda glad this game doesn't have a dread mode. Ooh, yo! That timing was good. Alright. Nice! I see why that attack needs to be patched a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And there's Jack I can do from here, so... because I don't have Speed Booster. So that's a waste of time. We'll go to the other direction. Fish Arc. Nice. Interesting. Now, did they use the FNAF engine for it? Did they use the same system? Or is it, raw? Like, they used, Unity in the raw. Because if they used Unity in the raw, that's pretty damn admirable. Okay. Thought maybe. Alright, so let's see. Our options are... Can't do that because it requires a red door. Can do that. No, can't do that because it requires Speed Booster. Can't do... maybe I can do that because I have Ice Missiles. And maybe Ice Missiles are what I need in order to get through that thing, but I'm not sure. Otherwise, I have to leave and go to Sector 3. Motherfucker. Let's just do it this way. Boom. Alrighty. Now, we're in here. There's not really much I can do outside of bomb the area. Because I don't have Speed Booster to get through the other door. Alright. Just know that you can shut the door on Bonnie's arm and get Foxy to go, son of a monkey's uncle, by shutting the door on him a bit later. That's funny. Nope. Doesn't work. Damn it. Well, that's out. I love how slow your energy drains in electrified water. Alright. So it looks like we're going to Sector 3. Let's see what we can get from there. Come on. Actually, what do we do? It's genuinely like an old black and white cartoon. That is pretty cool. That is pretty funny. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle is usually the version of that phrase that I hear. But son of a monkey's uncle is another one altogether. I like that. Yo, okay, I can actually open this up now. Now, there's Jack I can do with it on the other side, because this, but still. Now I can get through. Whee! Alright, so we're going back into Nook. There's a few things that I can get here, I think. There's not a ton, because I need keycards. But... ooh, that's either Super or Diffusion. If it's Diffusion, that actually opens up quite a bit. If it's Super, it just speeds things up. Bonnie even lets out a cut of FNAF 1 jump scare scream when you pull a Tom and Jerry on him with a door. Okay, that's kind of funny. Diffusion, okay. Will this work? Nope. Damn it. I wonder if updated Randovanias fixed that then, where Screw Attack isn't used for... Alright, so we're going to get another item. And it's just more missiles. I like having as many missiles as I do, though. So what are we looking at here? Oh, I could go down to the Varia area. This goes to Sector 5. There are no extra items. Yo! Plasma! That's one of the requireds. There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. He pulls it out from under the door because you essentially ambushed him while he was reaching in. That's funny. I always love the ingenuity that comes out of people when they're playing other people's games, and just the stuff that comes out. It's just like, you know what would be fun to do? Let's make a fan game. And then that gets them into game creation. They're like, this was more fun than I thought it was, you know? That's one of the things that got me started. So the game I'm working on is still a shitload of fun to just look at what I've created so far. And here I am. If you're in the Discord server, you might have noted I put something in City Square showing an update of what it looks like so far. I say it's a shit ton of fun. I love it. That is something I can't do anything with because it requires level 4. But yeah, I updated the mines so that they look less like a big giant room and more like actual mines. So let's see. There are 2 or 3 items I can get from... No, I can't do the one because I don't have charge beam. The charge beam is locked behind speed booster. Metroid! That's one. Ice missiles again. Duplicate item. That sucks. Alright, up we go. And I can't kill that boss because, like I said, no charge beam. Charge beam's a requirement to get through the area Guardian. Kinda frustrating, but it is what it is. Alright. One of the things I really want to see is a randomizer of Metroid X, or Super Metroid X0 mission. Doogie! Welcome. Dougie. Sorry, I see D-O-U and I think do, which is weird. How goes? Lovely to have you. Hopefully you're doing good. Happy Sunday. Alright, so let's see if I can... There you go. Yeah, it took me a second. Sorry about that. Yeah. Too much reading, like... Just got out of the shower. Ooh, nice. Good and clean. I should probably take one. No, wait, I took one last night. I don't want to do that too much. I'll destroy my skin. But... It's a nice silver. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well. I started a little bit earlier than I usually do for can streams because one of my friends actually asked me to be a doorman for a local event we got going on. So we shall see how things go. Refill? Yeah, probably. Alright. So, time to check out the other sectors. I think 3 and 5 are going to be the main ones. Probably 3 more than anything else, because... No, they didn't make it so that Yakuza is the only thing I can do, did they? Oh, that's gonna be annoying. If they... Oh, wait, nope. There is one item in Sector 1 that I can grab. That I couldn't before. And it's because I got this lovely delayed going live till after lunch myself. Yeah. Ah! Can't even get through there.
that's the level 1 door.
So yeah, I have a bad habit of skipping breakfast and lunch. And usually that's just because my brain is telling me, hey, you know what you gotta do? Stuff. You know what you don't have time to do? You know it's not even gonna cross your mind? Eating. So do you. Yeah. Yeah. My brother, when I was hanging out with my brother, about a month ago, I was out to visit. And, one of the things that we discussed is, you know, he got put on peptide blockers. And he, like, has no appetite anymore. And I'm like, welcome to being me. And he's like, nothing even... Why, babe? Oh, I'm kind of glad I came through here. That look a little less green than normal? Yeah, it looks closer to lime and less, like, forest green. So, yeah. Unfortunately, recently I've quote-unquote, delayed stream until after I've had lunch. I don't think I've eaten lunch in a week. So, it's been a little rough, I think. But we're trying to get back to it eventually. Trying not to, you know, drop it completely, because I do love streaming. I do love being a VTuber. I don't do it for money, I do it because it's fun. You know? I actually spotted, a tweet from, Undead Commander. And, he nailed it. VTubing is basically, what millennials always wanted to do. Where we would come up with our own characters, and we would want to, you know, broadcast and be that person for a while. And then when VTubing came out, even though the tech was, like, kind of back and forth as to whether it worked, and you had to have good tech in order to even consider it, now you can do it with, like, much, much lower barrier to entry. But the idea is that... Yeah, supers! That's all my missile points. Okay, now I can finally get through, different stuff. Let's see. But yeah, where we wanted to be a specific character and just, you know, broadcast as that character or whatever. VTubing, once it finally became more readily available, has become how we do that, you know? Much lower barrier to entry. More nukes. Okay. Alright, so wide beam. I don't think... Alright, to the left I can do... Because I think I can just bust through it using screw attack. And there's also this, which... Sure, why not? Yo! High jumps. Jump ball makes things a lot easier, too. Can't do that because it requires speed boost at the end. Blah. I can't get into the key cards because I can't get out, and it requires speed booster to even get in there. Frick Bear's 3 funniest and sympathetic. Phone guy is the phone goon. Literally brings a gun to the restaurant is the non-internet term kind of goon. Oh. Okay. So he's like a hired thug. Kind of thing. Which kind of makes sense given FNAF's, history. Ah, I can't get through there. Okay. Can't do that either, because I don't have the key card. What are my options in Sector 5? I'm glad that I actually have some, you know, good. Bullets ricochet off of Freddy and back into his own skull. But he's now possessing the phone. Oh my god. That kind of sucks. Bringing a gun to take out Freddy Fazbear, that makes sense. But, like... wow. It's starting to get hot in here. Unfortunately, because my model is 3D, and it actually has some lighting elements to it, it is absurdly hard on my processor, on my video card. So because of that, it heats up like you wouldn't believe. And because the air conditioner is super loud and ends up making its way into the microphone string, the AC is not turned on right now. Ooh, finally got my first bomb. Alright. We couldn't find your headset. Cool. That's because it's not turned on. I've been messing around with VR chat lately, too. It's part of the reason I was able to come up with more stuff for the mines area in in the game that I'm working on. Because I actually went into VR chat and looked through a few of the mines maps that people had come up with. It was fun. It was really good, but oh fuck. I still need the level 3 keycard. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Now, this is one of the harder rooms in the game. No. Alright. Fuck. De-ice, thank you. Alright. So. Ooh, keycard 1. I absolutely needed this. Keycard 1 opens up a lot in Sector 2. In fact, I think I can finish Sector 2 now. But since I'm already here, let's figure out what else is available here. This is a one-way door. TV Tropes excerpt is in the city square. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'll take a look at it once we are... I can't do anything there. Damn it, I actually am forced to go back to Sector 2. Because I don't have a speed booster. I guess my next boss is going to be Danger Condom. Alright. I wonder what's another good name for that. Just like... I figured Danger Condom is probably, like, kind of iffy when it comes to nomenclature on Twitch or YouTube or anything like that. Maybe. Maybe, do not the X. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what I can do in Sector 2 now that the doors are open. I can get to the data room, see what that'll give me. Do a quick save. Alright. Now... let's find out what the data room's gonna be. E-tank. So no progression, but it is a little bit more survivability, so... and I will need it eventually at the end when I'm fighting the Omega. Alright, so let's get out of there. Alright. Okay. Nice. And there we go. Alright, cool. So this will bring me into the lower part where I'm able to start taking out the bosses. Got 2 bosses in this area, one of which is... How am I supposed to get in there? Oh, that's the one that opens the other... from the other direction. There we go. And there we go. E. So you really do have to go for every item, because if you skip certain items, they really could have been anything. Progression items are few and far between, but they are absolutely necessary to go for. So that's fun. Alright, so let's see which way we're gonna go first. Let's do up and to the left. There's 2 items I can get in here. The first one is on the other side of this. And I'm glad that I did. Level 4 keycard is a requirement. Or it's a requirement for some items. Even better. Now my beam does crazy shit. And looks silly. I don't know why they decided to go with the DNA